Good afternoon, everyone. It's Tanya of CuteNCuddlyNursery, and I have Tobiah here. She got her eyebrows in the last video, and this time I thought I would do a short video. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it a separate one or just put it with the last one, but I want to do the nail tipping. And I'm happy with her, and so then I'm going to use this to seal her. So this is the Americana Decor Soft Touch Varnish, and I have that pre-mixed with diatomaceous earth already to matte it. So that's what I'm gonna use anyway. So alright, so there was some water in here already, but that's because I just rinsed my dish and my brushes before starting the video. So there was a little bit of water. I did try to shake as much out as possible, but it didn't all come out. Okay, so I'm going to put in a touch of retarder, kind of hoping that that will also thicken it a little. And I'm going to put in a little touch of the matte medium by Liquitex, and it also is fluid medium there on the bottom. If I can open it. I hate opening these types of bottles, and I just want like one, there we go, drop of that. Because one, they break my nails, and then I'll be upset later, and two, it's just that, I don't know, I worry that the paint's gonna splatter, and then that terrible sound that it makes, yeah. Alright, so this is a watercolor brush, and it's got a fairly thin bristles. There we go. I don't think I was gonna say thin tip. But anyway, you can fill the reservoir here with paint, and then it's supposed to come out, but I've never tried it. I don't know if they unscrewed backwards as well, but yeah. So you can fill it and then of course twist it back together, and then this is a lid that goes on top. And I never put the lid on, I always have it on the end. But anyhow, so this is what I use. I like to use that. I use it for hair painting, if I'm doing the whole head. Otherwise, I just kind of use it for nails. So, her little nails, I'm not sure, hopefully, let's see if I can zoom, that's it. That's it for zooming. That's it. So, I like to just go along the edge of the nail. That's barely showing up. Can you see that? Just one thin line. And this is pretty thin. I couldn't see that there was a lot of water in that. I guess I should have felt. But anyhow, so. So this brush also, like, it just will gently glide along the edge as well. And I had some of these available on Etsy. I'm not sure, they might have all sold out by now. I know I need to order some more supplies of some things I'm running out. I'm also moving from Etsy to my own shop because Etsy is getting rather greedy. and I'm selling everything at cost or below cost when you want to make a profit. That's the whole thing behind a business, is to make a profit on your items. This is wanting to go across today and not along the edge. So we will erase and start over. Now I like to do a nice thin line. I hope my head isn't taking over the frame. And I'm not holding it too high. I always worry about that too, and I think I might have been holding her hand a little too high. So you want those like nice, barely there nails. Well, the ends anyway. Nice, barely there tips. Nice, like, is it called like a French tip nails? Something like that. I've never been one to get my nails done, so yeah, there we go. Alright, and then work on a foot. I love the color of this baby, how she came out. This color is beautiful. And then she's really shiny right now, but I am going to mat her along with my Yodas over here. So I gotta get my Yodas done. Tobiah here is being adopted, so she is not available. Unfortunately, it's gonna be a long while before I get to her hair. There we go. Couldn't think of what it was called. It's gonna be a while before I get to her hair because I'm currently rooting 2 still, which I should have finished them already, and I feel bad I haven't finished them yet. And then after those 2, I have 2 more in line. And then Tobiah will be up. Hopefully I will also be rooting my partial silicone. Eden, let me get that to focus. There we go. I don't know if you can see the little tips on the nails or not. They don't seem to want to show up. I know this front or... What in the world's going on in the kitchen? Where do you go check? I hope it's a cat. Because there's some pretty crazy noises coming from the kitchen. There we go. A nice little tipped nails, so that was easy. Thank the Lord. I do not like... Oh, see, there goes. I don't know where these little white... I don't know if that's from my paintbrush, because I've got some paintbrushes where you can see this one's naked. It had, there's a little white spot there. Of it did have paint on it, but where I put them in water, it expands or whatever, the wood handle there, and it just, the paint falls off. So I don't really care, like it doesn't bother me if the paint falls off. It's just that the paint is all over the place. Trying to get that nice thin edge on the nail. Oops. There we go. So I want a little bit of color. I don't want a whole lot of color because she is too young to be having false nails, or and she shouldn't have, oops, super long either. So if I get paint outside, like on the finger, then I just take my thumbnail and kind of pull it off, and that is paint underneath my thumbnail, I see. It gets messy sometimes. And I touch the paint and I don't even know I touched it. And I'm gonna take that off, I don't love it. Okay. Oops, kicked the table. You can probably hear Marty behind me. He was, outside. And today it is so windy. It's crazy windy out there. Like, it started last night. And I like to sleep with the window open. I have to have it kind of like cold around me. So I'll like kick the blankets off, let myself get super cold, and then pull the blankets over, and then I get nice and warm, and then I fall asleep. So that's what works for me at night. But with the wind, it was so bad last night. Man, that's not looking good. Okay. Just take it off, try again. You gotta work quick when you're using air dry paints though. Always work really fast. If you don't like something, you don't have much time to decide if you like it or not. It's, now or it's there. So I'm just gonna go over these nails one more time because they are very light. And so I just want to add a little bit more color on the ends. Okay, so we'll move to that last foot. Okay, so, and then, let's see, I like to start with the toe furthest from me, I guess because I'm not going to be touching that one, kind of thing. And then whoops, that toe is a little bit of a challenge because it's right next to this bigger toe. And right across. There we go. I'm going to remove that one because where it's positioned is hard to paint like that. I still don't like that. Alright, let's see. I said sometimes they're easy and sometimes you have like a lot of trouble with them. The little toes. I think I ran out of paint. getting a little, sometimes the brush curves up a bit. When painting. There we go. Now, let's see, there they are. These little piggies as well. If it'll show up. There we go. And they are all tipped. So, we are ready for the next part. Sorry, I needed a drink. Okay. So, I'm just gonna pause and I'm gonna get the sealer mixed and everything. Oh, it's already mixed. I already mixed it in there. But I'm gonna mix it some more and then I'll be back in the next video and we will put some varnish on Tobiah.